Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News with some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Ladies and gentlemen, in the morning of October 27, at the People Committee of Ho Chi Minh City, a meeting of senior leaders took place between the Ministry of Transport of Vietnam, the Ministry of Public Transport of Cambodia, and relevant ministry, branches, and locality to discuss the connection plan of the two highways in Ho Chi Minh City, Ho Chi Minh Mộc Bài and Nam Bang Ba Vẹt. The endpoint of the Ho Chi Minh City Expressway, Ho Chi Minh Mộc Bài, is connected to National Highway 22 at kilometer 53 plus 850 in front of Mộc Bài border gate.
According to the opinion of the Cambodian delegation, currently the Ba Vẹt border gate area on the Cambodian side has built many surface works. There is no area left to build and expand the border gate to serve custom clearance, while the phenomenon of congestion often occurs. Therefore, the Cambodian side proposed that it is necessary to urgently study the investment of the route to the Khmer checkpoint area. As in the Memorandum of Understanding signed by the two countries in April 2017. Expressing his opinion at the meeting, Mr. Yung Văn Thắng, Vice Chairman of TayNinhTV Provincial Committee, emphasized that it should not stop at the immediate connection points, but need to continue to study the next connection points. On the side of Ho Chi Minh City, Mr. Bùi Xuân Cường, Vice Chairman of Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee, assessed that the highway is not only connecting traffic, but also a problem from the perspective of development is the traffic economy. Ho Chi Minh City will review, arrange, replan the land fund along the industrial urban logistic development route. Deputy Minister of Transport of Vietnam, Mr. Lê Anh Tuấn, noted and will report to the government, directing the People's Committee of TayNinhTV Province to study and supplement the planning of border crossing of ports and custom clearance in Khmer checkpoint area, border landmark number 164. He also asked the People's Committee of TayNinhTV Province to coordinate with the province bordering Cambodia to urgently make a plan and develop an investment plan to build necessary logistics area for the clearance of people and goods. In the immediate future, the Ministry of Transport agreed with the proposal of Ho Chi Minh City People's Committee and TayNinhTV Provincial People's Committee in investing in the construction of the Ho Chi Minh City Mộc Bài Highway with the endpoint connecting to National Highway 22 in front of Mộc Bài border gate area, using the current pair of Mộc Bài Ba Vẹt border gates to connect with National Highway 1 and Phnom Penh Ba Vẹt Highway on the Cambodian side, to be able to soon complete the operation of the highway around 2027.
The Province Standing Committee of the Vietnam Farlam Rong Committee organized the conference on October 27 in the morning to deploy reparation for the Vietnam Farlam Rong Congress at all levels, term 2024-2029. Delegate at the conference hear regulation guiding the organization of Vietnam Farlam Rong Congress at all levels toward the 10th National Congress of the Vietnam Farlam Rong 2024-2029 term. Simultaneously, Farlam Rong delegate from District, Town, and City discussed and commented on the following topic: Congress personnel work, composition, structure, number, and standards of delegates of the committee member. The Standing Committee of the Farlam Rong Committee at all levels to negotiate and elect the Farlam Rong Committee at all levels for 2024-2029 term. Mr. Terminay, Deputy Director of the Department of Foreign Affairs, also spoke at the conference about the situation of Falun Gong activities in the province, urging everyone to be vigilant and avoid being entitled by bad people. Speaking at the conference conclusion, Mr. Đặng Minh Lũy, the standing vice chairwoman of the Rosso Vietnam Farlam Rong Committee, requested that the standing committee of the Vietnam Farlam Rong Committee at all levels in the province need to focus on implementing tasks according to the proposed work program in 2023. And do well the preparation to organize the Congress to ensure on time and on schedule. The organization of the Congress must be implemented strictly in accordance with the law, the charter, and regulations.
In the morning of October 27, Ms. Huỳnh Vương Hiếu, Deputy Head of the Economic Budget Department of the Provincial People's Council, as the head of the delegation, worked with Yumchou District People's Committee, Yumchou District Education and Training Department on the site of the survey unit. Mr. Dương Văn Ư, Chairman of Yumchou District People's Committee, attended. At the meeting, the specialized departments under the District People's Committee reported on the implementation of the decision to purchase public assets and the decision to liquidate public assets in the district to basically ensure according to regulations. Besides, there are also difficulties in the issue of norms for district-level People's Committee in deciding on the procurement and liquidation of public assets with a value of less than 500 million Vietnam dong per one document for agencies, units, and organizations under the budget estimates at district and commune levels, except for the authority to liquidate non-business units. With such decentralized norms, the district level is not proactive in procuring from decentralized revenue sources in the authority to assign estimates, as well as meet operating needs from regular operating capital. The workload arises a lot in the appraisal. And approval of specialized agencies on management and decision on district-level public assets. In addition, at the meeting, the survey team and the District People's Committee exchanged some other difficulties and proposed solutions to solve, and at the same time, the survey team recorded the proposals of the District People's Committee.
The audience on October 27, 2023, Mr. Nguyễn Đình Xuân, Director of the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development, chaired the workshop on introducing policy and technologies of water treatment system for rural households in the province. The workshop aims to introduce Resolution number 56 of the Provincial People's Council on policy to support the domestic water treatment system of rural households in the period of 2023-2025, exchange and information on domestic water treatment technology on the current market, guide the implementation of supporting domestic water treatment system for subject to ensure beneficiary condition. And the workshop, TayNinhTV Irrigation Sub-Department evaluated the results of the implementation of water treatment policy and technologies of the domestic water treatment system supported in the province in the period of 2018-2020. Introduction of policy to support households' domestic water treatment system in the period of 2023-2025. Representatives of leaders of district and communes in rural areas in the province discussed how to implement support policy.
In the morning of October 27 in Tiền Giang Province, the Vietnam Journalists Association held a press conference with the work of protecting the party's ideological foundation in the period of digital transformation. Attending the conference, there were leaders of the Vietnam Journalists Association and 19 journalist associations of southern provinces and cities. Mr. Trần Trọng Dũng, Vice Chairman of the Vietnam Journalists Association, chaired the conference. Over the years, implementing the fierce direction of the party, the press has created a lively, persuasive, and motivating atmosphere for the whole society in participating in important political tasks of the country, including protecting the party's ideological foundation, fighting against strong and hostile views. Particularly the local race with different characteristics in geography, population, and culture in the region has its own methods and ways of fighting and preventing objects of resistance and hostility, especially on issues of ethnicity, religion, democracy, and human rights, with the advantage of being fluent and sticking to the locality. The local race is always the ones who quickly detect problems, promptly handle hotspots, sound the alarm, offer effective solutions to prevent strong views, refute hostile forces, contribute to political stability for local economic development.
On October 27, the Standing Committee of the Provincial Youth Union conducted a round of capital to support young people to start a business to two project owners, with the attendance of Mr. TayNinhTV, Deputy Secretary of the Provincial Youth Union, Chairman of the Vietnam Youth Union of the Province. At the program, the Provincial Youth Union awarded startup support capital to two project owners, including the project investment in upgrading modern sound and lighting system for professional event organization by Mr. Lê Dũng Huy Cường, Ward 2, Tennessee City, with the amount of 172 million Vietnam đồng, and the project investment in expanding play termite mushroom cultivation by Mr. Nguyễn Tấn Phát, trường Tây Commune, Hòa Thành Thao, with an amount of 140 million Vietnam đồng with an interest rate of 0%, payback period is 2 years. It's known that in 2023, the Provincial Youth Union has awarded capital to support young entrepreneurs to for project owners.
At the regular meeting of the Provincial Appeals Committee in October, delegates agreed with the draft decision promulgating regulations on spending content and levels of the provincial natural disaster prevention control fund submitted by the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. Under the remaining fund source is relative. According to Vice Chairman of the Provincial Appeals Committee Trần Văn Chiến, the revenue for 2023 is low. If the revenue is not achieved, there will be enough resources to spend. Therefore, he proposed that the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development must have solutions to increase revenue and ensure revenue sources in accordance with regulations. Based on the consensus of the members, Chairman of the Provincial Committee Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc proposed that the Department of Agriculture and Rural Development need to quickly complete the draft decision for promulgation and implementation. Regarding the high-quality journalism support program, at this conference, delegates had many opinions evaluating the results of 1 year of implementing the new phase of the high-quality support program, from which to draw lessons learned to continue to thoroughly grasp and effectively implement the program to support high-quality journalistic works in 2023 and 2024. Thanks to additional funding, many journalist associations which were facing financial difficulties now have more resources to invest in creating high-quality works. Many journalists believe that for press agencies with limiting operating budgets, this is a very important source of support, considered a lifesaver during difficult economic times. As for financially advantageous agencies, this is also a source of encouragement and support for journalists and members to be more creative.
Ladies and gentlemen, take a loan, but don't want to repay the debt and deliberately find the way to break up the debt. This family short story is actually true. However, these people did not think about the consequence they would cause, not only for themselves, but also for financial companies and the economy.
When borrowing a loan, whether large or small, the borrower's information is stored at the National Credit Information Center. If the debt is not paid on time or the debt is overburdened, the borrower will lose the opportunity to continue borrowing from unofficially licensed lending units. Associations and groups were established to attract customers, but they also have their own intentions in terms of advising customers that it is easy to run out of debt, very easy to borrow, just borrow, facilitates the operation of some lending apps that are not official rated institutions, making it easy for customers to be lured into black credit lending activities with high interest rates. The ability of licensed mainstream financial companies to operate lending and debt collection is very difficult, thereby causing bad debts to increase rapidly, costs to increase rapidly, and deadlock in very present activity. The story of teaching debt relief through ropes on social networks seems to be a simple story, but the consequences are unpredictable because if the debt outright increases, it will narrow the access to loans for many people with real needs. Furthermore, debtors can face a maximum penalty of 20 years in prison for abusing just to appropriate property.
The audience in the past time, there has been a situation where individuals participating in property auction, especially high-value assets, have robbed deposit after winning the auction, and also the assets are auctioned again. This causes frustration in public opinion, and also cost time and material costs when having to re-award. The reason for this is that there are still legal loopholes that need to be sealed. Landlord number 322 with the areas of 10,100 West meter in Two new urban area were auctioned by Savage Real Estate Investment Company Limited, Tân Hoa Minh Group, with a huge price of 24,500 billion Vietnam dong, equivalent to more than 2.45 billion Vietnam dong per square meter. And this is the first landlord that this business asked for renouncing deposits. And most recently, the super beautiful car with license plate 51K AAA.AA was bad at the price more than 32 billion Vietnam dong. But then the auction winner also robbed the deposits. This causes frustration in public opinion and also causes significant consequences. For the easier of giving up the deposit or winning but do not pay money, we didn't have any session it now. Many people participate in auction for fun or other purpose. Therefore, many people believe that solutions are needed to fill this league of gap. If the right is auctioned and the deposit is removed, that the person will not be able to participate in auction organized by auction houses for 1 year, 3 years. Some public transparency conditions. Those conditions have become a technical barrier or failure to filter people who deliberately vandalize auction by paying the bribe and then removing the stake. The auction method is considered a civilized and modern transaction solution that respects the agreement of the parties. In the world, property auctions have been around for a long time, but in Vietnam they are still young. Therefore, amending the auction law not only creates a full legal corridor, but also catches up with the development, trend, and the current world, and also respect the agreement of the party rule auctions. Ladies and gentlemen, as a teacher with a passion for studying history and cultures, over the year he has spent a lot of time researching folklore in Tây Ninh, especially in the field of Khmer cultures. This teacher, Đào Thái Sơn, a member of the Literary Art Association of Tây Ninh Province, currently living in Quarter 4, Tân Châu Thao, Tân Châu District.
Teacher Đào Thái Sơn was born in Ho Chi Minh City in 1976. His family moved to Tân Châu District, Tây Ninh Province. In 1998, he started working in the educational sector and is now vice rector of Suối Dê Secondary School, Tân Châu District. Although the job of educational management is quite busy with a passion for reading and literary research since childhood. Over the years, he has quietly collected and studied history, folklore, especially the history and culture of the Khmer ethnic group in Tây Ninh, with the desire to preserve traditional folklore values for future generations. The passion for folklore has permitted the flesh and blood, becoming an integral part of this teacher's life. In the 1990s, I had the opportunity to penetrate the life of Khmer villages, and since then, until now, I have started to continuously go to remote areas and take fact-finding about the cultural, spiritual, and material life of Khmer people, as well as the daily changes of Khmer villages in Tây Ninh Province. Currently, he is a regular collaborator on folklore for newspapers and magazines such as TayNinhTV newspaper, TayNinhTV Literature magazine, Enlightenment newspaper, TayNinhTV Literature. In addition to his extensive knowledge, he also participated in writing essays on Khmer cultural research for the University of Social Science and Humanities, National University of Ho Chi Minh City. In August 2023, with the partial support of the Literature Arts Association of TayNinh Province, he released the book TayNinh Khmer Culture. The book received a warm reception from readers inside and outside the province. Many years of living, working, and researching in the cultural space of the Khmer people, Mr. Dao Thái Sơn has had the thorough and deep view of the cultural forms of the Khmer people in the province. Through his articles in this book, he brought readers valuable resources, thereby gaining a fairly comprehensive view of Khmer culture and people in TayNinh.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.